Yo, get it, yo, let's go get it, culture man. 여러분, 여기는 한국이 아닙니다. Yo, let's go get it, SoCal, Cali. 여러분들이 이런 동네를 많이 못 보셨죠? 사실상 이 나라에서 살아도 이런 동네 많이 못 보는데, 이게 제가 어렸을 때 많이 와서 스케이트보드 타고 즐기고 옛날 자동차들도 구경하러 온 그런 동네입니다. In Orange County, OC. Yo, let's get it. 자, 이런 집들에 아주 사람들이 산다는 게 신기하시죠? 딱 보면은 무슨 유니버설 스튜디오즈나 디즈니랜드 가면 나오는 집들이지만, 네, 오늘 워서맨은 아니에요. 워서맨은 아니고 컬처맨이지만 제가 여러분들한테 Let's go get it. 야, 이거 딱 보면은 이런 집들도 있고 바깥에서 이렇게 아저씨 물도 주고. 근데 딱 보면은 이게 제가 뭐 아는 사람들 집도 아니고 그냥 이 동네가 너무 이쁘기 때문에 여러분들 보여드리고 싶어서 했는데, 걸어가다 보니까 Yo, Chevy C10 픽업 트럭. 옛날 쉐비 픽업 트럭이 이렇게 딱 오토쇼도 아니고 카미트도 아니지만 뭐 개인 자동차 이렇게 딱 꾸며서 타고 다니네요. 되게 깨끗하네요. 딱 봤을 때 칠은 다시 하긴 했지만 너무나도 이쁘지 않아요, 자동차가? 이야, 집하고 자동차의 그림이 너무 이쁜 것 같아요. 자, 근데 이거는 또 이분의 허락 없이 여기서 이렇게 남의 집 앞에서 이런 거 찍고 있으면 뭔지 알죠? 여기 미국이기 때문에 뺨! 총 갖고 나올 수 있어. 사실 여기로 어디 내려가면 가게가 있는데 그 안에서 옛날 자동차들을 구입할 수 있는 그런 가게. Let's get it. 오랜만에 이렇게 좋은 날씨, 바람도 솔솔 살살 불고, 이 동네 진짜 어렸을 때 많이 왔었던 동네죠. 여기는 구제품들도 많이 팔고 옛날서부터 앤틱이나 빈티지 같은 거 많이 팔고 장난감도 있고 옷도 있고, 저쪽으로 가면은 제가 스케이트보드 타던 파크도 옛날에 70년도 후반에 80년도 초반에 많이 탔었던 레고 스케이트 파크 있고. 일단 미국의 car culture, 우리나라에 없는 것들. 우리나라는 사실 단순히 옛날 앤틱, 클래식, 빈티지 자동차들을 살려면 가게에서 살 수는 없어요. 찾아서 뭐 구입을 해서 사용해야 되는데, 여기는 이런 가게가 있습니다. Let's get it. 뭐 쉐비도 있고 Ford Model T, 뭐 이게 진짜 hot rod. 와우. 8cylinder, old school, OG 8cylinder engine. 야, 8기통. 이야. 근데 오늘이 일요일이라서 문이 닫았어. 우와, 이렇게 우리 이런 자동차 파트 거기 엄청 어렵거든요. 그런데 이거 봐요, 여기서 이렇게 다 모아놓은 거예요, 이분들은. 해갖고 이제 사람들이 필요하면 여기서 파는 거. Look at this. 와! 34년식도 있고. 하지만 그래도 구경이라도 하자고. 와우. 우리가 그 저번에 삼성 뮤지엄 갔을 때 타이어들 요새 팔지 않기 때문에 특수 주문해서 판다고, 여기에서도 그렇게 특수 주문한 타이어들이 있네요. 요. Chevy Chevelle, Ford Original F100. 와, Triumph. 또 Ford Model T. 일단은 오늘은 못 들어가겠네. 근데 제가 또 며칠 있으면 한국을 다시 가기 때문에 아쉽게도 여기는 이번에는 못 가겠다. 자, 그렇다면 여기는 우리 못 들어가니까 사실 제 친구들 몇 명이 앤틱, 빈티지, 클래식 자동차들 모으는, 그리고 또 자기가 직접 수리하는 친구들이 있는데 거기 한번 가서 더 가까이 보죠. Let's go get it. Bam. Yo, get it, yo, let's go get it, culture man. 드디어 마술처럼 뺨 하고 어디 왔는데, 여러분 딱 보면은 여기는 아직도 SoCal. 그리고 또 우리 이 감독님들이 오지 않았기 때문에 지금 이 촬영하는 건 우리 가족이 촬영하기 때문에 조금 부실한데도 이해해 주세요. You know what I'm saying? 하지만 일단 좋은 건 좋은 거 먼저. 내 친구가 자동차들을 컬렉팅 하는데 Let's go get it. Yo, Lance!
Hey, hey, hey. How are you today, buddy?
What's up, brother?
What's happening, man? Good to see you. It's been a long time.
딱 보셔도 딱 뭐 하시는 분인지 아시겠죠? 맞아요. 내 친구는 의사입니다. 산부인과 의사이기 때문에 지금 일 끝나고 우리가 딱 와서 봤을 때는 뭐 사실 우리 이렇게 마이크 미리 찾죠. So, 알잖아. Anyways, hey, introduce yourself.
My name's Lance. I am now 56 years old, and I'm a doctor, as my little outfit kind of alludes to, and been doing the car thing and all sorts of stuff for many years.
Why don't you tell me this? What do we got here? 이게 뭔지 여러분들 우리나라에 계신 분들은 잘 모르실 수도 있지만 이거는 바로 람보르기니 할파. Explain to me, what is this?
It is a car they made from 81 through 88.
81 through 88. Yes, the mid of 88.
Mid 80s, yeah.
Yes.
And it was a kind of a V8 smaller car that they were trying to have to fill out the line to try to compete with the Ferrari 308.
Sure.
And this kind of helped save Lamborghini because it was a much less expensive car
than the Countach.
So it kind of helped them bridge through the time even though it was very tough.
자, 여러분들이 아시다시피 람보르기니 하면은 우리나라에서는 대부분 보면은 뭐 무르시엘라고 아벤타도르 아니면 쿤타시를 많이 생각을 하시지만 그건 다 대부분은 12기통 12cylinder 자동차들이지만 진짜로 그 당시에도 2억, 3억 했었던 자동차들이기 때문에 보통 사람들은 거의 뭐 쳐다보지도 못할 정도로 비싼 자동차였는데 페라리에서는 308 페라리가 1975년도부터 상생됐기 때문에 페라리하고 대결을 하기 위해서는 8기통 자동차를 만든 답변은 바로 람보르기니 할파. 이 자동차도 사실은 되게 귀해요. 보다도 더 귀한 자동차. How many did they make of these?
Only made 400 of them.
400대, 약 400대를 뭐 한 7년, 8년 사이에 400대밖에 만들지 않았는데 이 자동차 만약에 어디서 볼 수 있냐? 영화에서 예전에 나온 거. 로키 3 or 로키 4에서 빨간색하고 까만색이 나왔었을 거야. 이 장면 한번 let's get it.
I can't hear you. What?
I want to learn to fight.
네, 자 일단 그렇다면 can we see this car? Can you can we fire it up and see what it's all about?
Sure.
You can pull it out. 네, 역시 그 자동차가 빈티지인 만큼 시동도 뭔지 알지? 심장. 오, there you go. 이 자동차는 타르가탑이기 때문에 위에 지금 타르가탑을 없애고 여기서 또 내려갈 때 턱. So Lance, now you brought the beast out.
Yes.
How long have you had this car?
I've had the car about 6-7 years now.
6-7 years now. Basically what it comes down to is this. I know you got quite a few more toys and they're not in there anymore unless you how to shrink it.
Yeah.
조그맣게 하고 줬다가 창고에 집어넣은 건 아니고 where are they?
I've got another place, a storage unit to keep everything where it's safe and away from the kids and everything.
Can we go there?
You got time?
I got all the time.
So do I.
Let's get
Let's
it.
do it.
Come on. Smell of gas. 우린 지금 Bat Cave. We're in the Bat Cave. We're in an undisclosed location where my buddy Lance keeps a lot of his toys. 여기는 진짜로 그 뭐니 해도 머니 많으신 분들이 여기다가 창고를 이제 장난감들을 많이 갖다 놓는 데인데 우리 친구 란스도 여기 장난감들 몇 개 있다니까. You ready to show us?
You want to see some goodies?
Show me some goodies. Let's
Got
get
some
it.
goodies. So
Is that your bus?
that's not my bus. That's your tour bus here.
Okay. So, hey, show me some toys.
So I got some different things for you. I got one that's pretty special. That it was kind of the first car that I saw in England.
England.
I was over in
Yes.
England and I saw a couple different cars walking through the showroom floors. I saw the Range Rovers
Yes.
and I love those and I said I got to have some of those.
Okay.
And then I went to another place and it was 1982. On the showroom floor was a brand new white.
여러분, let's get it. 자, 여러분, 지금 우리가 볼 자동차는 우리 진짜 찐들, 자동차들 찐들 보면은 이 자동차 뭔지 알 거예요. 하지만 모르시는 분은 이거 뭐야, 이거 똥차 아니야 이럴 수도 있지만 되게 역사의 중요한 자동차 중에서 하나. 되게 귀해요, 그러고. Let's get it. Let's see this bad boy. Audi Quattro. The real deal. 진짜 쿼트로예요, 이거는, 이 자동차는. Can you tell me a little bit about this car? What is this car? Explain to us. What year? What model? Let's get it.
So it was a 1983 Audi Quattro. It was their, when they first started doing rally racing, they came up with the four-wheel drive system. And that's what really made this car on the map. It was the first performance-driven four-wheel drive car. And they used that for rally racing, and they won many races with it.
It's a very historical car. 사실은 이 자동차는 뭐냐? It's actually, for back then, the standards, it's a supercar. Because it's a car that can be driven on the course and also just on regular streets.
Right.
So 이 자동차 여러분들이 그 당시에 bulged out fender flare 같은 거를 생각했을 때 이 자동차 was one of the first. Even before the E30 M3, E30 M3 전에 먼저 여기 보세요. Look at the flares. 후. 뒤에도 후. 와이드 바디가 그 당시에 진짜 80년 초반에 이런 와이드 바디가 있다는 거는 come on. Audi Quattro. And not to mention this car locked. 문이 잠겼습니다.
I'll go get the key.
Okay. 이 자동차 덕분에 World Rally Class, 랠리 레이싱이 이 자동차는 진짜 거기에 슈퍼스타였기 때문에 랠리 레이싱이 확 더 커졌기 때문에 여러분들이 랠리 레이싱을 따시는 분들은 이 자동차 진짜로 모를 수가 없습니다. 자, 이 당시에도 이 휠 같은 것도 real rally racing 할 때 쓸 수 있는 그런 레이싱 휠을 장착해서 나왔고 와이드 바디도 있고 야, such a great car. Such a great. Open her up.
So they only brought into the country 664 into the U.S.
Right. 그러니까 이 전 세계는 11,000대밖에 안 만들었는데 미국으로 갖고 오는 666대밖에 없었는데 저는 어렸을 때 이 자동차를 사실 색깔들 많이 본 게 red 아니면 metallic blue 아니면 은색 그리고 또 흰색도 있었는데 흰색 좀 드물었었는데 그것도 딱 봤을 때 stick shift. Bam! And it's a manual.
It's a manual.
The only way.
Manual.
Gotta have it. Before dual clutch transmissions or whatever, yada yada, it's a manual. And then, 그리고 또 저기 안에 that little key, that's a little alarm code.
It was, yes.
지금은 저런 거 뭐 쓰지도 않지만 저런 거 자체도 아직도 it's preserved perfectly. This is so nice. Now, explain to me about this car. How did you acquire this car and when?
So I saw them in 82, wanted it. I was actually up in Monterey for Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach.
And in
Concours d'Elegance.
Concours d'Elegance.
Okay.
And my buddy had a Auto Week magazine.
Okay.
In the back of that was this for sale randomly, and it was for sale in Los Angeles.
What year was this?
That was in 93.
93, okay.
And contacted the guy and kind of sold whatever I could and made it happen.
No.
I've had it ever since 93.
1993, that's when I had my RX-7. I had a 93 twin rotary RX-7. You bought the real deal. Wow, and now, well, you know, a lot of people don't understand. Rally racing back then was big, it was huge, and actually, the Audi Quattro was one of the biggest superstars. Now there were the Lancias, Stratos, and you know, all of those, and the Deltas.
Would have loved those. Either one of those have been great too.
And actually the Lancia Delta도 이 자동차랑 되게 비슷해요. It had the wide body, fender flares, whatnot. But to be honest with you, reliability wise, back then, the Audi Quattro was a little bit more advanced than the Lancias. But those cars to have right now,
yeah.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, how much did you pay for this car? Back then?
Back then, I think it was like 16,000 bucks.
그 당시에는 약 16,000불, 지금 우리나라 환율 따지면 1,800만 원. Wow, I'll give you double that right now. 지금 내가 산다. Now, how much is this car worth?
Like this condition, this has about 40,000 miles.
야, 6만 킬로밖에 안 탄 거. And how much?
They're 60-ish, maybe more.
그러니까 if you can find it, 만약에 찾을 수 있다면 6만 불서 한 1억입니다. Now, yeah, man, this thing is in great condition. Even the interior, man.
It smells new.
It's you know, the smell is exactly the same as a Porsche and a Scirocco.
Right.
Like the Volkswagens and the Porsches and the Audis all had the same smell. From Carmen Coachworks, even the 944s had that smell. My sister used to drive a 944 turbo and it had that smell. They all had the same smell because it came from the same factory. But man, 진짜 아직도 그 냄새 똑같아. 자, so yeah, man. You mind if I sit in it?
Sure, go for it. It's gonna feel like your Scirocco.
Man, you know, you have to give it to those drivers back then because when you sit in this thing, it looks like on those courses it'd kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, this seats, I mean, of course they had the Corsa seats, they had the, you know, the track seats on them, but this has literally no, so it's like a sofa, right?
Yeah, right.
야, 근데 편하다.
They were trying to make it luxury and as a way to selling it too.
It's just like my
everything's
Scirocco.
leather in there. I mean.
Yeah, everything is leather. I mean, look, everything except the dash is leather.
Yeah.
진짜, man, I had a Clifford too. I had a Clifford, this is the Clifford 2E Alam. 정복이, I had this pad right here. Oh man, this is great. And you know what? This dash is straight from my Scirocco.
Right.
It's the same. 내 Scirocco랑 이런 거 다 control is the same as the Volkswagens. 진짜, it's taking me back in time, man. It's taking me back in time. And look at the sunroof. 여기, sunroof 요걸로 여는 거예요, 이렇게. 근데 요건 내가 건들면 고장 날 것 같아서. Wow, so cool. Even the top is like a sofa.
Yeah.
So great. And it's all leather, man. Yeah.
So like when these were made, these were brand new, were 36,000 bucks.
Yeah.
And a brand new 911 was about 43,000.
That's what I'm saying.
So they had a hard time selling this against a Porsche.
Right. 맨 처음에 이 자동차가 나왔을 때 이거를 36,000불에 뭐 36,000불에서 39,000불인데 포르쉐가 그 당시에 제 기억으로는 한 43,000불에서 49,000불이었거든요. 그런데 그거하고 별 차이가 없으니까 사람들이 이걸 안 사고 포르쉐를 샀죠. 그렇기 때문에 이 자동차는 그만큼 더 귀한 차. And look at the color, dude. It's pearlescent white, isn't it?
A little bit. Yeah.
It's got a little pearl into it. It's
or
beautiful.
Alpine white.
Alpine white.
Yeah.
So good. All right. Hey, show some more.
So because I like 3-pedal cars,
Right.
so then I had to get another car that was 3-pedal.
So let's get it.
All right.
Yo, I know this car. 575 Maranello.
So the 575 was kind of an offshoot of the 550 Maranello. They kind of improved everything, but they only made so few with a manual transmission. They made about 273 with 70 of those being right-hand drive. So only made 200 for the world, and then probably I've seen about 85 that were brought into the country.
Right.
So really hard to find.
And when you were trying to buy this, I remember you were asking me, you were saying, June, I don't know if I should get this or not.
That's true.
And what did I tell you back then?
You said you'd be stupid not to.
And I said it's gonna double in price, but it's tripled in price. You know, what got you interested in cars?
You know, it was really, just grew up, you know, I've got even pictures of me being 2 years old and little matchbox cars next to me. And then my dad was really kind of into all different things, but he started getting into sports cars. He started with an old Jensen Interceptor. He had an Alpine Sunbeam. Then he had a Lamborghini Espada, Porsche Carrera, then a 930 Turbo, and we all just kind of went along with it. And I always wanted to have some great cars when I had some money.
And mind you, your dad was also a doctor. 아버님도 의사였기 때문에 뭐니 해도 머니가 부족하지 않으셨던 분이기 때문에 진짜 멋있게 사신 분인 것 같아요. But you have something else that's not here right now. 내가 진짜 보고 싶었던 자동차가 지금 여기 한 대가 없어요. 제일 좋은 차. What is that car?
It depends on who's watching the video.
Come on, man. Everyone, all the Karcherman viewers want to know because that car is one of my favorite cars to date. What is it?
It is a 1985 Lamborghini Countach.
카운탁이 지금 여기 없어요. Why isn't it here?
It's been getting a little love,
Okay.
but it's what's what I always wanted.
Okay.
I was going to buy one of those before I bought the Ferrari, and then
Right.
the Ferrari came along, and then I bought the Halpa, and I just finally was like, if I don't get one of these, I'm never going to get them. The price is going to keep going up, and I'm running out of time.
And that's what happens with everything. Skateboards, baseball cards, basketball cards, toys, watches, cars, even houses. Everything goes up. 카운탁은 지금 여기 없는 이유는 그 수리를 좀 받고 있는데 진짜 아름다운 차입니다. What else is in the books right now? What else do you want to get? What's your next?
There's always a next. I never know what it is now. I think I've got most of the things I want. But
Right.
we got a Charger for my son. He's a 1968 Dodge Charger she wants.
Well, that's awesome, man. So yeah, I think the next car that you should maybe get is a Lotus Esprit. Like I told you, they're still very
That'd be
affordable.
fun.
Lotus Esprit, the first gen one.
Right.
Right? Either that, or if you're gonna get the later one, make sure it's the 1996 to 98, the one with the OZ Racing 3-piece, the V8 turbocharged. I think I want to get a Testarossa.
I think you should.
But you know,
Again, the prices are only going to go up.
뭐니 해도 머니가 뭔지 알지. Let's get it. But hey, man, thank you so much for inviting us today.
All right.
Yo, get it, yo, let's go get it, Karcher, man. It's time to say goodbye. 진짜로 이 좋은 친구, 나와 함께 친구에서 한 12년 동안 친구인데, 너무나도 착한 친구인데, 나와 함께 통일성 있는 게 되게 많기 때문에 잘 어울려서 오늘 이렇게 장난감들 많이 구경했는데, how was it? Did you have a good time?
It was awesome, man.
And I thank you very much for inviting us.
Anytime.
여러분들, 자동차 모집이나 장난감 모집이나 운동이나 취미는 어린애들만 하는 게 아니고 여러분들 아셔야 될 게 우리 마음속에는 항상 어린이가 있기 때문에 가끔 이런 거 for stress relief 해도 됩니다. 준이가 허락할게요. So let's go get it. Subscribe, like, follow, and Karcherman will be there. On the count of three, let's get it. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, let's say bam. 1, 2, 3, bam! Woo!